Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of LeisureWorld Model Railway. Lots to show you. It's been a couple of months since I last posted. Lots been done, so let's get on with it. First of all, in the Alpine scene, we now have a backdrop. So this looks really cool. This is from trainjunkies.com in America, this backdrop, and sets off the Alpine scene brilliantly. Now there is a bit of a thing here. You've got to imagine that the mountains carry on in the distance, and then lower down, remember that the road is climbing up to the mountainside, so lower down is the greenery of the remaining of the backdrop. But I could have carried the mountains on in that gap there, but then it would have looked odd because there's sky above the trees, and I would have had to cut the wood and cut out the sky and then put the mountains in the back, which to be honest isn't worth the hassle of doing. So there is a gap there, and it does look odd, the continuity, but I'm happy with it as it is because it's too much hassle. So you just got to use your imagination of the mountains continue in the background, and that sky above the trees there is not really there. Anyway, but to move on, the actual backdrop itself looks fantastic and wraps right round. Okay, with the chairlift going, there we go. I think the backdrop looks excellent, and then we get the old snowboarders and skiers going. So we have a full alpine scene. So that's the first thing. If you're liking these videos, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that button. So if I switch all this lot off now, and I'll show you the other things that I've added. So moving on down through the layout, the next major addition. So I've added two new whitewater rafters to the river scene. So they're looking good. So they are new, and they're coming down the rapids of the river and then going under the bridge and carrying on. So that is new. The next thing that's new is in the coal yard, where we have a guy with a pickaxe doing some work. Now, the reason I haven't painted that disc that's grey, painted it black, is because you really wouldn't see him then, because he's got black trousers and it just wouldn't show up if I painted him. You wouldn't see the movement, so that's why I've left that grey. But yeah, that's looking good. The next thing is the station. I've added a whole load of people to the station. So if we start at this end and go down the station, just slowly, you'll see there's people on the bridge. And then as we go down, there's a lot of people now on the station. Struggling to get this camera in there. So the station is really starting to become populated with all the passengers. And then looking at it from the other way, No, I can't see what I'm filming now, but I'm hoping this is picking this up. I'm having to go up and down over the chimneys. But hopefully you can see all the people on the platform this side as well, of which there are a lot. Glacier Express has pulled in. So that's the view of the station with all the people. So they are all additions and new. To the original, to the previous scene. So hopefully you saw some of those. And then the next one is up here. There's some more people on the mountaintop. So this is getting quite crowded now, a lot busier. Some people looking down over the cliff onto the beach scene below. There are others waving the cable car, which we set off. And of course, there's some sitting around the fountain. There's quite a few people in here. I've added a couple more in here as well into the restaurant. So that's very busy now. But primarily I've added them here. And then lastly, I've added some more people to the beach. So even that's got busier. So there's a couple more people on the jetty. Loads of people now on the beach, which is more realistic of how it would be. We have even some people hidden in the sand dunes having a bit of fun, and they are moving, if you can just see that. In a moment they'll move again. There you go, I think they're moving. Yeah. Very subtly moving there. So they're having a bit of fun. There's a couple in there as well, in the lifeguards pooled. All the lifeguards seem to be chatting up the women down here. And we have another fisherman over here on the rocks. The beach scene does need work doing to it. I've got to dust it and clear it up because it's getting very dusty. If anyone knows anything about actuators, then I'd be interested. I want to get this thing to go, drill a hole into the this whale, drill a hole into the floor so it comes up through the hole, so it looks like it's bursting out of the water. So if anyone knows anything about actuators or where I can get them for a reasonable price, if you can let me know. I think they're called linear actuators. I'm thinking also maybe I need a car aerial to go up that high. I'm also thinking of doing the same with this shark, where it's trying to get the sea line moving up and down about 1 centimetre. So again, need something like a linear actuator to do that, to move it up and down. The other thing I've been thinking about is getting the boat rocking left to right, and for that I think I need like a seesaw effect to move the boat left and right to make it rock a bit. So anyone who knows how I could do that, be interested to hear from you. So they're future projects. So this layout is by no means finished yet. There's still much more to be done. On the platforms I also want to add some train tech devices. The electronic display boards telling you that the train's coming or going or whatever. So that's something else I want to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I've also added some workers in the train yard. So these guys at the back here, the welder and those guys there were already there, but these ones down here and over there are all new. They were added, and as was some other workers on the line further down here. There are some just down here, some more workers, and what I've done, I've added red flags to them, so they're ones watching the trains coming out the tunnel. He's doing some drilling. There's a couple other guys, one with a shovel and a guy watching trains coming the other way to slow them down, red flagging and slow them down. But yeah, the main thing was though the new backdrop, which I'm really happy with, from trainjunkies.com. And that's about it for this week. So if you like these videos, please share, like and subscribe, and I'll show you more next time I've done some more updates. Thanks for watching, and it's goodbye from LeisureWorld for now. Cheers and bye.